Hello, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. What is happening? Long time no catch up on a live thingy majiggy. Here we are. We're getting jiggy with it on the live thingamajiggy. And Fossil Metals is the first one to participate here on the chat side. Very cool. Very nice indeed. And this will be the first live stream that you may be able to see the chat comments on the playback. Apparently, the YouTube is supposed to just rolled out this new thing. We've got Eric, and Eric is representing with his lovely wife Sabina here. We've got Cornstacker G. Hey, hey, hey. Silverback Stackers here, who sang a great song. You got to check it out. Laura Blade is in the house. Very good to see Laura Blade. Digger One is in the houses too. And you know, it's although you really don't know if this is a house or not. This my location could be a barn. It could be a manger. Not to be on par with Jesus or anything like that, but you never know. It could be a little. It could be outside in a little feed barn or something like that. Silver Wolverine is here. Abby Silverstack is here. Everyone's popping in. I have been absent as of late. I have timed my videos to publish certain times while I was gone. So I've got a lot of catching up to do with the comments. And so, yes, indeed. Good to see you. Miocena is here. Hey, good to see you, Miocena. Stopped away from my slave corporate job to say hello. Well, thank you very much. Very cool. And yes, very good to see Laura Blade here, who is a champion of the community for sure. Laura Blade, check her out if you get a chance. Or even if you don't get a chance, make a chance. It'll be fun, you know. She's got a great channel. And Eric and his lovely wife too. They each have channels. Cornstacker G's got a great channel. He does the a lot of the live. So great storyteller. Cornstacker G is. And so yes, indeed, you got to check out those channels. Indeed, very nice. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna mosey on here, depending on what the schedule's like. I may try and come back on later on to finish some of this and kind of interact with the community. But I was gone for those just joining us. I was away for a few days. So I have a lot of catching up to do with the community. It's amazing how just a few days, how far behind you can get on watching your videos and commenting. And like I said, if I'm away for a certain amount of time, I try to schedule some videos to kind of keep the content at least flowing if I can. Barbara Carbone is here. And we have the Stacking Nerd is here as well. Very cool. Yeah, I heard Corn put on a great show yesterday, and I missed it. Yeah, I wanted to see it. Apparently, there was going to be some sort of revelation. Not necessarily the biblical sense, but, you know, but hey. Still, Roma Lowell is here. Very cool. What's happening? Hope you're doing all right. And Barbara Carbone is here. My taxes are filed and sent away. I feel good about it. Colonel 1949 is here. Good to see the Colonel again. It's been a little while. I think he has a Sunday afternoon services. I hope I'm not breaking in on that. Yes, so Corn had a great show. Very cool. Chris M is here. So we're going to keep the comments up here, and I'm going to try to come back to those, but I'm going to really try to focus on getting these comments out of the way here. And so let's do that for a moment. And because this is going to be somewhat of an abbreviated session. If I get a chance, I will come back later on, but it's not promised for sure. But here we are. So here's where we're at on the comments. Let's see here. All right, but good to see you guys. And April G is back, by the way. April G has been very busy, and you should check her channel out to see her update. I just recently got to check it out. And so yeah, casserole video on Core channel. You have to check that out. Very cool. Jack Mez is here. Drum Detect, yes, indeed. Very good to see Drum Detect and Silverback Stacker. Check out Silverback Stacker's shout out video. It is worth the watch. That's probably the one shout out video that gets the most channels in as any I've ever seen. And so what a great shout out. All right, very good. Okay, so Rogi 777 says 1933 $100. This is gold really a hedge against inflation video that I posted a couple days ago. Is 1933 $100 in paper dollar. 2018 buying power, 6 paper dollars. 1933 $100 in gold coins. 2018 buying power. 66.25. Yeah, that's right. It's pretty amazing how the dollar has changed and how gold has changed. The comparison of the both. Very good. Silver Honda, yes. No, I never got a band-aid, but my finger is healed up, sir. It's completely healed up. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee. Actually, thank God. But yeah, it healed up fine. But thank you for asking for sure. Okay, Big Rob in New Zealand says, bought my first gold today, 2 quarter-ounce gold coins and 2 half kilos of AG for the hell of it. Well, that's a great purchase, Big Rob. Very nice. Awesome job. Die Maker 1 says, did academia forget that just 10 years ago, the world economy crashed until USA and others doubled their money supply, effectively doubling the price of everything? Eventually, yeah, that's just it. It appears gold is not a hedge against inflation, but the asset that predicts immediately pays off in future inflation. That's right. That's the bottom line. It's stable, it's secure, and that's what gold is. That's for sure, indeed. Die Maker goes on to say about the Perth mints, because I posted that on an end screen, and he went and checked it out from there. The Perth mints getting involved in cryptocurrencies. What does gold-backed crypto mean? Can you exchange the crypto for gold anytime? Is the value of the crypto tied to the current purchasing power of gold, like a true gold standard, or is this the value of the crypto frozen to the value of gold at the time it was created, like fiat money? I would suggest that it would probably be flexible with the spot price of gold, and you could be able to cash it out at any time. And a trusted organization like the Perth Mint, that's probably one of the better places you could do it, I would suspect. But anyways, moving ahead, Billy Gagne says, exactly, it's like an insurance policy. You have an emergency and you have money rate, and anybody will buy gold on the fly. So it's great to have gold and silver, any other metal you can get your hands on. Thank you for explaining that, Sal. That's right. Yes, thank you very much. Ania says, I hold my gold and silver to throw like stones at the AI robots once they take over digital currency. In all seriousness, gold and silver will never be zero. I hold because I trust the bank like I trust mobsters. Oh wait, what's the difference? Yeah, exactly. And very true. And you want to talk about technology? Already there's artificial AI. There's AI already involved in a lot of trading platforms. In fact, one of the recent gold dips they say was due to a fluke in the machines or in the system. So yes, I am sipping on coffee, little black silk, a little creamer in it to kind of keep me going. Yes, indeed. Ah, yes, thank you. All right. But thank you, Ania, for the comment. Good to see it. I pray you're doing well. This is cool, says. Agreed. Plus, it doesn't hurt to have in having some gold and silver in one's portfolio. I mean, at least 2 to 5% of a person's net worth in precious metals won't hurt, right? That's right. Exactly. It's always good if you're nervous about gold and silver and you want to diversify, just put a small percentage in. If you're one of these that likes to play the markets and take a little bit of risk, that's fine. It's praiseworthy if somebody's able to do that, has the stomach for it. But hey, put a little gold and silver aside, just a little bit. Might not be a bad idea. Mud Swat's here. Good to see you, Mud. All right. Yeah. Very good. Okay. Mark L says, anyone looking at the historic chart of the price of gold in the last several decades can tell that the idea that you must hold gold for centuries to hedge against inflation is foolishness. Although there are fluctuations from year to year, the occasional peaks and valleys, overall the price has steadily risen quite some time, and at a rate exceeding both inflation and yield on treasury bonds. Only stocks can give a gold for running the money, so to speak. In the last 50 years, both the Dow Jones and the price of gold have increased at approximately 30 times the original value. Factoring in the added returns from dividends would give stocks the edge, but if you acknowledge the increased risk of owning stocks versus more minimal risk of owning gold, the edge gets narrower. Now, I believe in being diversified, so I'm not knocking stocks. Specifically, the Fed decides to continue on with some sort of QE to counter the volatility we're seeing in the current stock market. If Trump's economic policies have any real positive effect, we may see stocks rise another 20-30% over the next several years, given 401k's boost. And precious metals may see decline 10 to 15% during that time, creating even more buying opportunities for stackers. But beyond the optimistic assessment, which assets are likely to see a serious crash in value when the bubbles pop? Which assets are likely to multiply their value considerably? 10 years from now, I think the answer will be obvious. Yeah, I tend to agree. And I've always said that no matter who won the 2016 election, we were going to see some sort of economic crisis come. And I think that even so, we are still in for it at some point or another, for sure. Yeah. All is One Now is here from the Salivation Nation. Good to see you. All is One Now. By the way, I've been seeing some videos flow through the community of your giveaway. Very nice of you again. He just basically said, hey, first 10 people to send their address, he's sending out an ounce of silver. It's a very beautiful ounce, too. So very nice of All is One Now. Indeed. Tessa Cunningham is here. Stan the Man is here. The Penny Man is here. Good to see you, Stan. Oh, yes, indeed. Very good. So thank you, Mark L. Great comment. Beach Bum Silver, it's good to have some gold around. Yes, exactly. That's right. I think it's good to diversify with a little bit of gold, even if it's a tenth of an ounce. Tucker 21222 says there's insurance for your house or your car or anything else, but gold and silver, platinum, and palladium are insurance for your money. Trust me, you'll feel better sleeping at night knowing you have something physical, tangible, indivisible that at any point at a time somebody will want to buy for real cold hard cash. It gives me peace of mind. That's right. Great comment. That's exactly right. It goes on to say, and just about it being a great peace of mind. Coins A to Z, I'm reluctant to do so, but I'm going to be contrarian hat for the moment. Try not to hate me too much. So here it goes. All right. I find the argument that gold is an excellent hedge or insurance or protection against social unrest or uncertainty to be increasingly a less convincing argument. And it's unsettling to me because I initially bought into the philosophy of stacking because I believe that precious metals were a great insurance policy against troubling or worrisome times. The dynamic of precious metals acting like an insurance policy certainly may have existed in the past, but the world is changing, or more precisely, human behavior is changing. And what was once the case isn't necessarily any longer, or certainly not to the same degree. Are my many ounces of stacked silver bullion, I own a small amount of gold bullion, of which I spent lots of money over the years to accumulate, really going to protect me against time of unrest and turmoil? Or am I better off having used much of that money to invest in some generating or dividend paying assets for which the profits made might be better spent preparing for times of uncertainty? After all, guns and ammunition are just two of the many things and probably a lot more valuable in times of upheaval. Yes, and it can't be used to wipe my, yeah, exactly. So let's see here. Going on to sum up, I haven't yet earned your scorn yet, or may just do it. I can't forget the costs associated with holding large amounts of precious metals, including not limited to insurance, storage, and security costs, adding that each and every year. How can these generic rectangles and circles of metal be considered money? There have been a number of articles written over the past few years whose authors have done a good job of questioning the presumption that precious metals in today's world can still act as a protection in times of unrest. I'm now taking off my contrarian hat and the time-honored tradition of gold and silver being uniquely valued treasures and uses money for tradition that lives on and in the end will be proven to be the most seaworthy lifeboat of all. And I think your last sentence pretty much sums up where I feel too, for sure. Coins A to Z, but the other arguments are valid as well, because silver is just the unit of silver and gold would just be the unit of exchange. And I'm not even talking about a worst case HSTF scenario. I don't really talk about that very much, honestly. It's just mainly what I do is say in the case of an economic crisis, but not necessarily a collapse per se. And if the prices go up, then you can cash them out and get money. But yeah, if you can use that dividends and profits from stocks, then yes. But it's for the times when the stocks go down, and after, let's say you don't forget, and let's say you don't time the markets correctly, because it's all about timing, and you lose out on the stocks, on your profits and your dividends, and that's where gold and silver comes in as a protection. And obviously, yes, the gold and silver in times of economic crisis, people will be selling it, will be exchanging it. And with that will be the most important things in life, and that is food, shelter, and protection. And so, those are the kind of things that obviously are paramount. You got to survive. You can't eat gold. You can't eat silver. So, anyways, but hello, we got more people swinging in here. We've got Cointelligence here. And we've got High Host Silver stop by. Very good to see High Host Silver. High Host Silver posted a very funny video about the Fortitude round with a kitty meowing. Okay, Cointelligence says, Salivate Metal, check out the comment and reply to it before you did. And let me see which comment he's talking about. I don't see it here, Cointelligence. I don't want to go down too far, but looks like it's gone. If it's way down there, it might be when I first started. But anyways, Tessa Cunningham says, since I started collecting, I feel a lot more security about my future. Yes, me too. Very good. Awesome. All right, she was the first, by the way. Tessa was a comment on the 1 ounce Barbados unboxing, the gold and silver. Very good. Yeah, Coins, your respond to Coins A to Z is not there, as you can see here. Coins A to Z. I mean, Cointelligence, not there. On Coins A to Z. Yeah. So I don't know what happened to it, but it didn't show up. Let's see here. Silver Torch 66 says, a great vid. It's so frustrating to understand the masses continue to ignore or deny that we are currently witnessing the failure of a global monetary system. There's no savior who will come and rescue us. It'll eventually happen. When it does, just about everything that is considered a financial asset today will change in some way, or most will simply cease to exist. And will they be replaced? As yet be determined. Most assuredly, anything denominated in a fiat currency today will be deemed for the most part worthless when the monetary system collapses. And I think what will probably happen, Silver Torch, is it'll reset. There'll be a new Bretton Woods system, is what I would guess. Let's see here. This isn't an opinion, but they also accept outside these economic laws of precious metals. This is why they can, but not a guarantee for store of wealth. One of the forms within an economic structure fail. Most with that exception, I'm told by fellow citizens that the U.S. dollar will not fail and that our government will ensure this. Just this statement alone exhibits an ignorance that I fear can't be penetrated. People refuse to consider the thought, and I fear it will be these people that won't make it. Sal, as with many of us here in the community, I strive in educating and exposing people to the reality and hopes and enlightenment so they may have a fighting chance. Well, thank you, Silver Torch. Definitely, for sure. Appreciate that. And yeah, what we can do is, and the thing is I don't want to ever portray the worst case, like it's inevitable, like there's going to be a collapse or anything like that, or be overly dramatic about or selling something which may not happen. But at the same time, if it does, we're protected. And we're protected in any case, no matter what. And I think that's really the bottom line. And that's a message I'd like to send, that no matter what levels of the economy may be in, whether it be a great economy or a faltering economy or a total collapse, gold and silver are there to protect us in one way or another. But yes. Hello, SJ's Mixed Adventures is here. Good to see you, SJ. All right. Good to see everybody here. Very good. So X Collier 114 says gold and silver, the only real money in existence. All else is a con trick. Well, yeah. And again, just to further clarify, again, about the fiat currencies, we all kind of have a sour taste in our mouth because our federal governments, they kind of are famous for printing and just extending their debt further out. And every time they do that, it's pretty much like a tax increase to a point. However, with that being said, we all use our respective nations' currencies. It's how we do business. So, there is something to, and this is something I never thought I would come to a revelation of. However, keep in mind that when the cryptocurrency craze came about, and I think it's kind of waning, you're not seeing as much information about it these days because it's kind of pulled back to a degree. But when you think about it, um, those are based off of nothing but speculation, pure speculation, the cryptocurrencies. But dollars, yens, pounds, euros, those are fiat. Those are backed by governments. And there's something to be said for that, really. And that's the amazing thing. So, anyways, all right. Karis Ravenhill says, "Never in history have circumstances as we have now, with debt so out of control, leveraging to extremes, values so distorted that PMs should shine. As Zimbabwe dollars hyperinflated, they use currencies from neighboring countries to remain functional. Now it's global, so there won't be any other fiat to escape to." Yeah, and that's really what it's about. Fiat is by government decree. That's the definition of the word. So when you lose faith in your government, and there's nothing left. There's nothing left but gold or silver. That's for sure. All right, here's RB50. And I could have taken advantage of this epic silver unboxing from All Is One Now, who is still here, who I got wounded for. I got wounded for my good friend All Is One Now, but it was worth it. It was worth it. Anyways, she said blood equals viral video. Yeah, I didn't completely take advantage of that because I didn't get viral. It didn't even get bacterial, but that's okay. CCT is here. I like Cyber Curtain Twitcher is here. Cointelligence says Dali beat you 2 more times. Sal, Dali. I'm trying to think what that means, but I replied to 2 more comments. He needs a refresh. Oh, I see. Okay, you responded to them while I was on the page. That's why I'm not seeing it. Okay, well, if I refreshed, then I would have to scroll all the way down to the bottom again, Cointelligence, but I trust you. But anyways, I'm going to get more to the top, and when we get to the top, then we can do more, but it may be later. I have to leave here, and I'm not right away, but I'll have to leave before I finish this, but I may come back. Clock Fixer 1964. I used to think gold was a hedge, but now I'm not so sure. Everything is going up in price exponentially, except gold and silver. Well, and that's the weird thing about how the markets are. The reason why they're not going up, Clock Fixer, is because the dollar is essentially strengthening. Now, is that dollar index, is it real? Is it perceived? I think there's a lot of perception in it, really. But anyways. Okay, Stan the Penny Hunter Smith, I appreciate you coming by for sure. Yes, indeed. All right, thanks, my friend. Have a good lunch. Yes, All Is One Now says using Bitcoin takes a while. All right. Let's see here. Clock Fixer says the talking heads are saying gold will drop to $1,100 this year. Yeah, I posted a video about that, Clock Fixer, about how gold will drop to $1,100 this year, and then everybody was posting the comments that they were burning down the house. Talking heads, talking heads, get it? D-Wings World. This will not help the actual citizens. It's about Venezuela launching their own petro crypto and gold cryptocurrency. It is really about power and asset grab. The government will now control all wealth in the country and hoard the assets like oil and gold, and if it will then give its people these cryptos to try and keep them quiet. Oh yeah, I never thought about that angle. Yeah, they may try to do that. All right, this is on the story behind the first Black Patriots dollar, the video. That if y'all haven't had a chance, I knew that one wouldn't get very many views, but that's one of my videos I'm more proud of because I like the history behind it. I like the Crispus Attucks, and I think as a figure of history that people so often don't skip over. He was the first casualty of the American Revolution. And now you and me and the rest of the descendants of the white Europeans who colonized and built this country from the ground up are going to be minorities in our own nation in about 20 years or so. Do you think for 1 second that your views of egalitarianism and equal rights are going to be carried out in the ocean of Hispanic and Black immigrants when the white populace in this country can never vote for anything in their best interest again? Do you honestly think that this is what George Washington or any of the founding fathers had in mind with their legacy and their people? Well, I never bifurcated duplicitous. Here's my thing, my view on that. It's not about race. It's about the ideals from which the country was founded. George Washington or any of the founders did not care what race you were. When they wrote the Declaration. Now, obviously, slavery was an issue, but when you think about what the words mean in the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, it's for all races. As long as I would rather have, I don't care what the racial makeup of the nation is in 20 years. I don't care if I become a minority. I'm a white guy, middle-aged white guy. Who cares if I'm in the minority? What I worry about is the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence and our founding documents and holding on to those ideals. And whoever holds power at that time, no matter their race, as long as they fight for those ideals, I could care less what color they are or anything like that. It's about the foundation and the principles from which the nation was founded. But keep in mind, for well over almost 100 years after the revolution, we had slavery, and we treated blacks as second-class citizens. Or not citizens at all. They were property. And by the way, from the very beginning of this nation, you had good folks like Abigail Adams. You had many people of the founders who struggled with the idea of slavery. I believe Thomas Jefferson struggled with it. And I think in the founding documents, it gave our nation room to grow out of slavery. The problem is the nation took way too long to grow out of segregationist policies and racism, which lasted for 100 years before it was codified, giving blacks the right to vote and other minorities. And I believe that we should be a nation of equality throughout, because it doesn't matter what the color of your skin is, it doesn't matter what your background is. You come to America, you are blessed with the foundations that all men are created equal. And so we should celebrate that, celebrate diversity, but celebrate the equality and individualism and equality for all. So he says, take a look at South Africa if you want a realistic view of what's going on happening to whites in America when it comes to minorities. Well, and again, the deal is with South Africa. South Africa doesn't have our kind of constitution. Apparently, in South Africa, they are taking away the farms from whites in South Africa. From what I understand, 72% of the farms or something in South Africa are being confiscated by the government. And to me, that's more of a Second Amendment issue rather than a racial issue, what's going on there. But I don't know the whole dynamics of the South African parliament or where that's coming from. But that's not America. That's there. America is a nation that I believe has, protections against it for things like that. And part of those protections, there's checks and balances in the government. You have three branches of government that check each other. You have the executive branch, the judicial branch, and the legislative branch. And they all three balance each other out, and for good reason. But the fourth branch of government is the people. And that check and balance is the Second Amendment. All right, so where are we at? Let's see. Okay. Good to see you guys. Silver Seeker's here. Hello, Silver Seeker. And You Can Do It is here too. Good to see you guys popping in here for sure. Nice. And like I said, I'm kind of running pretty fast through the comments here. I may be back on later. But anyways, but bifurcated duplicitous, thank you for your comments. I appreciate your view. I just disagree with it. Mr. Sting 17, I just read an article from one of our Canadian silver stackers. This is about Main Street versus Wall Street video. Canada make $1, $2, and $1,000 bills worthless. Canada just demonetized $1.1 billion in fiat cash. Interesting. I'll have to check that out. Thank you. And I want to be careful with any kind of sources on some of this stuff like that because you don't know exactly. I mean, I don't mind sharing news and stuff like that from things that aren't necessarily verified just to get an idea of an opinion. But I want to make sure that I will keep that in balance. I love this thing too. All right. It says first, and actually he or she wasn't, but very close. Careful with that knife. Yes. All right. Careful with that. I didn't cut myself though, Chuck. And you can see that I'm healing up though. But thank you, Chuck Tenner. Silver Honda says life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Thomas Jefferson. Amen. Exactly. Food Stamp is here. Food Stamp is here. He says, sup, Mr. SM. Good to see you. Tessie Cunningham says, yes, slavery is still going on in some countries. You know, this is what the weird thing is hello, Dominic, by the way. I've heard that, and check, I don't know if this is true or not, but somebody had mentioned that there's more people enslaved now than ever before, which I find kind of hard to believe. But even if that's not totally true, I do think the idea that there is still slavery going on is pretty sad. Pilot dude is here. All right. Where are we at? Okay. Oaksy88 says, I was going to comment. He's going live soon, but then I remembered what he did last time. Yeah, well, I psyched you out again, Oaksy88, because I didn't go live Friday because I wasn't here. But anyways, but thank you. Nice coins. Go for the set. Thanks, Silver Dragon. Yeah, it's going to be the Barbados Trident coin is going to be one of 4. And I didn't realize that when I made the purchase until I read the description afterwards. And the question is, do I commit to getting all 4? I don't know. I'm still kind of not sure. R-Dub Stacks is here, by the way, folks. Very good to see R-Dub. You want to check out some great classic gold, pre-33 gold. Check out R-Dub Stacks. Great channel, great new channel, member of the community. By the way, Big Lori is here. Very good to see you, Big Lori. And Mateo Man is here. Okay, so Mateo Man, who is Canadian, says that Canada has demonetized those bills, but they can still be turned in. Well, I wonder what they're going to, that's interesting. I wonder what they're going to use. If you can, Mateo Man, if by any chance, if you don't mind, if you can email me some news sources on that, I'd be glad to do a video on it, if you don't mind. If you got some mainstream news sources on it, that'd be cool. Silently Stacking, good to see you. Chuck Tenner is here. All right, very good. Good to see you, Chuck. Eric is here. It says, nice. I have no idea the Trident was a start to a series. It looked nice. I took mine, the silver, off the cardboard so I could see the reverse. Yeah, I still haven't taken mine off the cardboard yet. I'm a big OGP guy, so it's kind of tough to in there. All right, you need to suck a lot of old. Yeah. All right. Yeah, and this is a troll comment to me. So and it's not to. So we'll let it stand because it's just to me. But so I'm not going to delete that. I'll just respond with the most logical response possible to that. I love to sing too. Says very nice coins, but I really don't like the packaging. Even some costume jewelry comes in better packaging. Well, you got a good point there. I love this thing too. I'm actually a little disappointed in the packaging as well. But you know what? For gold at $15 over spot, and by the way, now it's back to like $100 over. All right, the Stacking Nerd is confirmed. She is going to take hers off the cardboard. I probably will too. Silver Dragon just got a Black Bull of Clarence. Oh yeah, Laura Blade. Yeah, you probably were thinking of the Mexican-American War. The Spanish-American War was in 1898. 1898, from the Seeking of the Maine. All right, very good. Sheffield is in the house. Stephen Heath. Very cool. Speaking of the Stacking Nerd age, you got a lot of thumbs up on her comment. The owner of the company I work asked me if I could have any gold coin, what would it be? Because of your videos on this, I blurted out Barbados Trident. He said if I behaved, I might get one. Whoa. Well, The stacking nerd, it's too late for that. I agree because you are naughty, 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 naughty. No, that's cool. I hope that he will forgive your transgressions and get you that Barbados Trident gold coin. And if he does, you got to post a video and shout him out because that is one great boss you've got, or the owner of the company. That means you're a good employee, which means that's still, man, there's a lot to learn from Stacking Nerd H. I'm telling you, there's a lot to learn from her. All right. Barbara Carbone, the beautiful Barbara Carbone says, very beautiful, Sal. Gorgeous gold piece and silver too. I'm glad to hear your enthusiasm about your new coins. I don't really like the Trident when I first saw it, but it's growing on me. That sort of lock packaging is awesome and it authenticates each one every piece. You can actually view online the packaging of your own coin. Yeah, that's right. And I actually did a video testing that for the lizard or for the have another, it's around here somewhere. But there's another one that does that. It was the iguana, I think it was. But yes, thank you. And let's see here. I believe only China uses PVC per my research. Yeah. All right, very good. Silverback Stacker, who is here, just posted. I'm reading his comment. He just posted one here in the chat side. I did not know that this was a series. I did pick up a few extra tridents. They're attractive coins. I don't like the sort of lock packages because they're not stiff, so you can still mar your coin. If they pick up scuffs, you can't enjoy them. Yeah, that's right. I'm kind of with you on that. Yes. Color and sound. Yeah, it's amazing technology today, for sure. Let's see here. Stan, the Penny Hunter Smith, that's a killer gold piece. Thank you, Stan. I appreciate that, sir. Sal, why is it that the PVC reacts to coins and silver, but not so much with gold? Is it the gold is just that good of a composition, does not break down? Okay, cool. We got the silver one. Yeah, gold is the least reactive metal, as a Skywatch says. It's a noble metal, and it does not oxidize and it does not tarnish like silver does. Yeah, that's one of the unique properties, is that it's the least reactive to the elements. Okay, let's see here. Mr. Sting 17 is here. Good to see him, Mr. Sting. He's in the chat side. Bozo is here. Richard G says, hey, it's our beautiful coin. Another to put in your stat collection. Yes, indeed. Yes, thank you, Richard G. Appreciate that. EW, why would Barbados mark the gold $5 and silver $1? The ratio is over 76 to 1. Well, that's just it. It's not something that you don't go by the denomination for these coins. Well, as long as in most cases, 90% of the cases, if not more, the reason why it's not 100 is because of the 20 for 20 series that the Royal Mint and Royal Canadian Mint did. They pick these arbitrary low numbers so that you won't so that if they ever are cashed in and go back to a bank or go back to the mint somehow, they just made a bunch of money. And so it's to discourage you from spending them because the intrinsic value is so much more. They don't care about the ratio in this case. But good question there, DW. Colonic Stacker is here. All right. Okay. Donald in New Mexico, 15th. Hi, Sal. I like the fields on those coins. It really makes them pop. Stick a fork in it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Donald. Funkad Forcelli says, looks better in hand. So send it my way, 1313 Mockingbird Lane. There we go. All right. Thank you, Funkad. Ham on rye. Not bad. Thank you, sir. I am Gogi. Whoa, you just insulted Kitty. Hope he or she is not upset and piddle on your rug as a revenge. I want the gold coin. Yes, indeed. I think maybe I did insult the little kitty, and I apologize for doing it. Silent Stacking on the chat side says, love the gold trident. Thank you. Yes, indeed. All right. Cool. SJ Mixed Adventures is back. Cool. Thank you. Thank you for coming back. Let's see who else. Jackie Bear is here saying hello. Good to see the Jackie Bear. ERV says, he gets nervous seeing me handle the knife. Cut away from me, my friend. I thought it did cut away from me. I think you were commenting on the previous video where I cut myself, cutting towards me. But I'll be careful. Thank you, Irv. Jim Farrell says, nice coin, just watch your credit card use. Yes, for me, it was always cash or check. If you don't have it, you don't own it. Never sweated the bills at the end of the month. That's right. Exactly. Excellent advice. Thank you, Jim. You're right. Gotta be careful. I think I'll be able to pay this down, hopefully, quickly. Nice to see the Panda Holstein hybrid, and it's a beautiful pelt. Thank you. Yes. I think I needed to show a proof of life video that the Softy Cuddly Kitty Part 1, the original, was still there. Hi-Ho Silver says, looks great in gold. I hate their cardboard packaging. Can't see the other side of coin. Yeah, I know. I don't like it either. I probably will end up taking it out of there. Moko's in. Hey, all right, Laura Blade's got to run. All right, well, I may be back on later. But thank you, Laura Blade, for coming by. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Silver Wolverine still here. All right. Yes, have a good evening indeed. All right. Where are we at? Hey, Kat. You were cutting towards yourself again. Oh, I was cutting towards myself. Gold is still beyond my reach. I was in a hurry doing this video. I got to be careful. I really am cutting towards myself. All right. Well, thank you, Dean, for the advice. But it's still a beauty. Hi, Kitty. She's pretty. Yes. Thank you, Nancy. However, the sex has not been revealed. You don't know for sure if it's, but yes. A knife cut bleed is better than a mosh pit bleed. That's for sure. There's some trauma with mosh pits. I've been in them. That's for sure. All right. Where are we? Okay, back. Streets of gold and silver, or silver and gold. I had a nun in 3rd grade that would describe the same as you did the kitty. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. That's funny. Thank you. Very sweet coins, Nancy says. Thank you, Nancy. Great pickups. The Trident looks awesome in gold. I don't know that they're still part of the. I didn't know they were part of the series. I hear you. J3B Dig in Canada says, I need to get one. Beautiful. Indeed. Silver Awesome 13 should get one of those. I believe he should. Hey, CCT says, very nice couple ads there, Sal. Well, thank you, CCT, who was here. It's not too late. They're in the UK. All right. Okay, very cool. Lens Quest says, when they say 4-coin series, they mean warrant variants the same coin. 1 ounce silver, 1 ounce gold, 1/5 ounce gold, and a large silver. Can't remember if it's 5 or 10 ounce. Really, I'm not sure about that. Boy, that's interesting. That would be interesting to see. If that's the case, then maybe I just need to get the ones. Tricky guy. How much older is Kitty 1 and Kitty 2? Kitty 1 is older than Kitty Part 2, the sequel, by a couple of years, I think. But thank you. All right, very good. 143 Druid says, a POW, Panda Cow, sounds delicious. I just paid my 1 month CCR balance for the same type of metal. Ouch. Hurt so good. John, Watermelon Camp. Crack, yeah, exactly. All right, crack them out. All right, thank you, sir. Southern Stacker says, I really like the background on both the coins. Yes, me too. Thank you. All is one now says, everybody is watching to see blood, and it didn't happen in this video. My finger is pretty much healed up now from the massive wound. All right. Nicholas DeRue says, dude, I've had that Trident on my list. Super hot looking coin. Might have to get a tube of those. Definitely my favorite. The Islandsmon. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Nicholas. Silver Wolverine has commented. He says, nice silver gold combo. I'm down with OGP. Yeah, you know me. That's what I'm talking about. 5 Marlins. I need to get a Marlin. Yes, indeed. The Marlins on my list. The Emus on my list. And a couple of others are on my list. There's a lot on my list. Checking it twice. Thomas Walsh says, crappy coin, crappy packaging. Stop pumping dogs, dude. Well, you'll have to watch this live stream to say there's no dogs in the coin. I'm a cat lover. So there you go. Everybody has entitled their opinion, even if it's different. Tucker 21222 said, looks like the packaging for the silver one isn't as great as the gold one, considering the fact that they put a hologram packaging with the gold version on that particular coin, but the packaging does look a little cheap and flimsy, but nevertheless, they have the same look and very beautiful coins. So thank you for sharing. Well, thank you. Yep, I agree. The packaging, yeah, it's a little subpar. Where are we at in time? We're at least halfway done. Silver S says, that's awesome, Sal. I have no idea they had a mini series going here with these. Excellent idea. Another collection. Thank you, Silver SS. Yeah, I appreciate it. All right, Bozo. I'm getting hypnotized by that coin's background. Yeah, it is kind of hypnotizing because you keep moving it around. Oops, sorry about that, Bozo. Wow, and he's here, by the way. I'm guilty of the credit card thing sometimes, but I can usually buckle up and not spend much money for the next few weeks and pay it off at the end of the month. Yeah, very cool. Yes, good thing you like hot dogs. Excellent advice. Okay. Let's see here. Chuck Tenner says on the chat side, are there any nations beside Mexico that put no cash value on their PM coins? Yes. Now it looks like it is South Korea that puts clay on there, and that's not a denomination. So yes, there is one other nation at least. At least there may be others, but I don't know. Quentin Tarleton is here. All right. Rich Rocco, did you get the super price on the gold? Yes, I did, Rich. In fact, you'll see the video I posted before about this where I talk about that. But thank you. Frog Eye, a beautiful 1 ounce gold coin, Sal. Thank you, Frog Eye. One Grisman says, cool pieces. I'll have the silver coin. The gold looks cool, but I personally would rather have it out of the packaging. Yeah, I understand. Definitely. Oh, Freak Girl Amy Smith says, wow, I'm in love. Well, thank you, Amy. Yeah, the coins are nice. You'll like with the coin or the kitty. Yeah, since I haven't met Kitty, I'll have to be a bit awkward. Seriously. Yeah, exactly. All right. Silver Dragon, not sure when the new Swan comes out. I think Silver Wolverine posted a video about it, but I haven't seen it yet. Silver Wolverine probably knows. He's on top of that. In the 1873-1880s period, a new Colt revolver or Winchester rifle was about a month's salary for a cowboy. You could buy a very good pistol for a $20 gold piece back then. Now the same $20 gold piece will buy you a very good pistol. Exactly right. Very good point. Slacker Stacker, the Fat Panda Part 1 cracks me up. Special guest and Blip. Cat jumps out of frame. Really nice rounds. I love Scottsdale stuff. Thank you, Slacker Stacker. Appreciate that, my friend. Always a joy to have you stop by the channel. Silent Stacking. Love it, man. Thank you very much. Very cool that you stopped by and he came in the live stream here too. Mr. G Silver, wish they would make a golden quarter ounce. It looks good in gold. Yeah, me too. It would be cool if they did that. Paul Silver, I was very interested to hear your review on this coin as I've thought about it myself. Packaging aside, the coin looks nice. It meets the Call Silver approval. Very cool. Silver Wolverine, the question was when the silver proof Swan is coming out. I haven't seen your video on it yet. Still trying to play catch up from being away for a while. And Mustard, too. DW, my first 6 gold coins were priced under $100 each. At the time I obtained them back in the 70s. Amazing, DW. That is awesome. So if you look at the long term, I would say they did return wealth preservation. So I'm still stacking. Amen. That's awesome. You did very good. Okay, Dominic J. Brown, Coin Hunter. I appreciate you coming by, my friend. Yes, indeed. Dominic J. Brown, Coin Hunter. Check his channel out for sure. He does some cool coin roll hunts. This Nichols is filling up a nickel album, I believe. Very good guy. Very cool. Quentin Tarleton says, all you got to do now is get one of the Scottsdale's kilo gold bars. Yeah, that's all I got to do. That's right, Quentin. And be nice. Food Stamp says, sup, Mr. SM? Good to see you, Food Stamp. Yes, indeed. He was in the live feed here earlier, but I think he split. Shadow Stack, a rare comment from Shadow Stack. Says, nice pickup, Sal. Very long, exhaustive comment there, but I read it all, every word of it. And thank you, Shadow Stack. Good to see you. All right. Thank you, SJ's Mixed Adventure. Say, showing support to all channels. Very cool. Thank you. That's what it's about. Very cool indeed. Good community here. Salt and Prepper. Sal, so do you keep it in that crazy looking card thing or take it out and put it in something else? Well, I'll probably leave the actual Sturlock packaging where it is, but I'm probably not gonna leave it in the silver one out. So I'll probably leave the gold one where it is. Eric Picker says, super awesome. Nice grab there. Beautiful pieces. Thank you. Very cool. Thank you, Eric Picker. So Eric Picker has got a a channel there. I'll have to subscribe to it, but check them out if you get a chance. All right, thank you, Eric Picker. Matt Langstrat says, I have some of the silver tridents. Would rather visit Barbados for a price for that gold piece. I just don't see it as a collectible, but it's a price you got it for. It sounds good. Yeah, and that's just it. It's I like the design of it. I didn't get it because of its rarity or anything else, but just on the like of the look of the coin. That's pretty much it. Fossils. Fossil Metals. This has to go, but thank you, Fossil Metals, for coming by. I'm going to have to leave here in a minute too, but I'll probably come back later on here. We'll see. Something golden. You know the collector in you will want to get the rest of that set, and I think the voice will win. You know what? You want to. Don't tempt me, something golden. Don't tempt me. Oh my goodness. Beautiful coin. Congrats on picking up. Thanks, Half-Ass Stacker. He's posted a video on his pre-33 gold pieces. Check it out when you get a chance. All right. Thanks, Pilot Dude. Yeah. And Big Lori's got to go too. Let's see. Or is he still here? Big Lori's still here. Hope he's still here. All right. Very good. Oh, yes. Thank you, Silver Honda, for the reminder. I just watched Silver Honda's video. Everyone check out Silver Honda's latest video. He's giving away 2 Silver American Eagles as appreciation gifts. We'll do an announcement, I think, on April 1st. One is a 2014 and one is 2015. Nice Eagles. Very nice indeed. Okay, Silver Wolverine says that the Perth Mint is releasing the Proof Swan tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. It's not on APMEX website yet. All right, thank you for that. All right, well, everyone, I'm going to have to say goodbye for now, but stay tuned. I may be coming back. We shall see a little later on. Yeah, so we'll check back in soon. It was good seeing you guys, and hope you have a wonderful rest of the afternoon. And I may be back on later. No promises, but we shall see. So hope you have a wonderful afternoon, and we'll talk to you soon. Keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. Talk to you soon.